Are you ready to tempt fate and challenge the boundaries of luck and destiny? Today we're delving into the enigmatic world of curses, where art, cards, and even dice can hold a power far beyond our understanding. From a painting that survives infernos, to a tarot card that foretells a chilling fate and a pair of golden dice that gamble with more than just money, these are tales that will make you question the very fabric of chance and fortune. Welcome back to Two Tricks, One Treat, your sanctuary for the mysterious, the eerie, and the unexplained. As is tradition, two of these stories are figments of the imagination, while one is a tale of unsettling truth. Will you be able to discern reality from fiction? Stick around to find out, and don't forget to leave us a comment with your guess. If you're new here or haven't subscribed yet, make sure to click that subscribe button so you never miss our daily journeys into the realms of the unknown. Now let's begin. Story 1: The Crying Boy. In post-war Europe, a series of paintings by Italian artist Bruno Amadio, also known as Giovanni Bragolin, captured the hearts and imaginations of the public. These paintings, featuring young, tearful children, became household items. Despite their sorrowful subjects, the artworks were oddly appealing and resonated with people who had themselves just emerged from the sorrows of war. But as the years passed, a disturbing legend emerged about these crying boy paintings. The art pieces, it was whispered, carried a curse that would bring disaster, specifically fire, to the homes where they were displayed. What made this rumor particularly chilling was the consistent detail that while everything else would be incinerated in such fires, the crying boy painting would remain untouched, found intact amid the ashes. The legend became a hot topic, stoking the fears of superstitious homeowners. Numerous accounts started to surface, telling of devastating fires that had destroyed everything but the haunting image of the crying boy. Each new account added fuel to the rumor that these paintings were more than just depictions of sorrow. They were omens of disaster, harbingers of doom that not only foresaw calamities but perhaps even caused them. Newspapers started running stories on the curse, adding credibility to what many had dismissed as a mere urban legend. People who had experienced this phenomenon firsthand began to speak out, sharing their own eerie experiences. The narratives were strikingly similar. A fire would break out suddenly, leaving nothing but devastation in its wake. Firefighters, puzzled by the mysterious origins of these blazes, would find the painting unscathed, as if protected by some supernatural force. Skeptics argued that the fires were mere coincidences and that the painting's resilience could be attributed to the materials used in their creation. But even these rational explanations fell short when compared to the sheer number of incidents reported. Adding to the enigma was the multitude of theories that attempted to explain the curse. Some said the child depicted was an orphan who had lost his parents in a fire, cursing anyone who dared to hang his likeness. Others hypothesized that the artist himself had imbued the painting with some form of arcane energy, either knowingly or unwittingly. Despite the modern world's tendency to scoff at such superstitions, the story of the crying boy continues to fascinate and terrify. Today you can find numerous online forums and communities dedicated to unraveling the truth behind these unsettling artworks. But as of yet, no one has been able to definitively debunk or explain the legend. Whether a series of coincidences or something more inexplicable, the story of the crying boy paintings serves as a gripping testament to the power of art to transcend its physical form, touching on the unknown and the supernatural. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the tale of these mysterious paintings leaves you questioning the limits of explanation, reminding us all of how much we still have yet to understand about the world around us. Story 2: The Card of Death. In October of 2013, three friends, Christine, Sandra, and Stephanie, decided to spend a weekend getaway in Salem, Massachusetts. While Christine and Sandra are eager to have their tarot cards read, Stephanie is hesitant, skeptical of the practice, and preferring to save her money for other activities. Despite her reservations, she accompanies her friends to the reading. Christine goes first, repeatedly drawing the Five of Cups card, which suggests that something or someone needs to be left behind. Sandra's reading echoes the same sentiment, When it's Stephanie's turn, she opts to draw just one card and pulls the death card. The tarot reader's face pales, visibly unnerving the group. She tells Stephanie that her future is a blank slate, as if the world will go on without her. Disturbed by the experience, the friends leave the shop, uncertain of what lies ahead. In the wake of the unsettling tarot reading, the trio of friends try to shake off the ominous atmosphere by exploring Salem's historic sites and quirky shops. But Stephanie can't quite escape the shadow of the death card that looms over her. The first incident happens when they visit the Salem Witch Trials Memorial. As Stephanie leans over to read one of the inscriptions, she loses her balance and almost falls into an open excavation pit that she hadn't noticed. A passerby grabs her arm just in time, pulling her back to safety. Shaken but unharmed, Stephanie tries to laugh it off, but Christine and Sandra exchange worried glances. The Five of Cups card's message about leaving something or someone behind starts to feel eerily relevant. The next day, the group decides to take a harbor cruise. Midway through the journey, a sudden storm whips up, causing the boat to rock violently. A loose coil of rope on deck snaps free and hurtles through the air, narrowly missing Stephanie's head. The crew quickly secures the rope and assures everyone that it's safe to continue, but Stephanie's nerves are frayed. On their final night, the friends attend a Halloween-themed party at a local club. Determined to end their trip on a high note, they immerse themselves in the festivities. Just when Stephanie starts to relax, thinking maybe the curse was just a figment of her imagination, the club's lighting system malfunctions. A burst of sparks showers down from the ceiling. People scream and duck for cover. One of the sparks lands on Stephanie's costume, but Sandra quickly pats it out before it can catch fire. The near misses are too much for Stephanie. She insists they cut their trip short and head home first thing in the morning. As they drive out of Salem, Stephanie can't shake the feeling that she's narrowly escaped something dark and inevitable. Determined to confront her unsettling fate, Stephanie convinces her friends to make one last stop at the tarot reader's shop before leaving town. They recount the harrowing events of their weekend, and the reader's face turns grave. She agrees to give Stephanie another reading, but makes it clear that this is the extent of her help. With a sense of dread, Stephanie draws a card from the deck. Once again, it's the death card. The room falls silent, the weight of the moment hanging heavy in the air. The tarot reader looks at Stephanie and says, "Some things are beyond even my understanding. Be cautious, for the universe has its eyes on you." Stephanie steps out of the shop, her heart pounding in her chest. The unsettling realization that some things are beyond human control weighs heavily on her mind. As they drive away from Salem, she silently vows to steer clear of anything mystical or supernatural in the future. Her once buoyant and cheerful demeanor has been replaced by a sense of caution and unease, leaving her to wonder whether her fate is sealed or if the whole ordeal was just a Halloween ruse. Story 3: The Cursed Dice. In the opulent Bellagio Casino in Las Vegas, a pair of dice with a dark history has become the stuff of legend. These aren't just any dice. They were once the prized possession of William III of Poland, a king known for his love of gambling and lavish lifestyle. Crafted in the 1600s, the dice are made of gold and adorned with an array of precious gems. So attached was William III to these dice that he was buried with them, only for his tomb to be desecrated and the dice stolen. In a twist of fate that seemed almost scripted, the dice of William III found their way to the Bellagio Casino in Las Vegas. They were acquired in a private auction by the casino's founder, Steve Wynn, who was intrigued by their history and allure. The dice had passed through the hands of various collectors, each unwilling or unable to unlock their supposed mystical properties. Wynn, a man known for his love of art and history, saw them as the ultimate collector's item for his high-end casino. He was aware of the rumors surrounding the dice, but considered them to be nothing more than legends, a marketing tool that would add to the mystique of his establishment. Little did he know that the dice would become one of the most talked about and feared attractions in the casino, drawing in high rollers and thrill seekers from around the world, all eager to tempt fate for a chance at unimaginable wealth. To even have a chance to roll these dice, you must commit to spending at least $100,000 at the casino that night. The dice are only brought out for locked private sessions, and the waiting list to use them is over a year long. High-profile celebrities like Leonardo DiCaprio, Elon Musk, and Beyoncé have all had their turn, adding an extra layer of allure to the already infamous dice. However, the dice carry a sinister reputation. Players often report a sudden onset of illness during their private sessions, despite feeling perfectly fine just moments before. Accidents and misfortunes seem to follow those who dare to roll them. One high roller broke his leg in a drunken stumble down the stairs to his suite just hours after his private session. Another player got into a severe car accident immediately upon leaving the casino. But what's most alarming is the win-loss ratio. Despite the allure of these luxurious dice, only 5% of players have ever come out ahead. Even more puzzling, no one has managed to triple their initial investment. Many attribute this to the dice being cursed, a theory supported by their dark history. They were stolen from the tomb of William III, and ever since they've seemed to bring misfortune to those who dare to roll them. So the dice of William III continue to sit in their velvet-lined case at the Bellagio, a tantalizing challenge for those who think they can beat the odds. Yet the dark history that clings to them serves as a cautionary tale, whispering that some treasures come at a terrible cost. Whether it's the curse of a desecrated tomb or simply the fickle nature of luck, one thing is clear. Those who roll these dice are gambling with much more than just money. And as the list of unfortunate souls grows longer, the legend of the cursed dice of William III endures, a chilling reminder that some bets are not worth taking, no matter the potential reward. And there you have it. 3 tales of curses that stretch the boundaries of belief and skepticism. But as promised, it's time to reveal which of these stories is not a figment of the imagination, but a tale grounded in unsettling reality. The true story for today's episode is the first story, The Crying Boy. Yes, the legend of the Crying Boy paintings is a real phenomenon that has both fascinated and terrified people for decades. Originating from the works of Italian artist Bruno Amadio, these paintings became popular household items in post-war Europe. But it wasn't long before rumors began to circulate, claiming that these artworks were cursed and brought fires to the homes where they were displayed. What's even more eerie is that the paintings themselves would often be found intact amid the ashes, fueling speculations of a supernatural force at work. Newspapers like The Sun ran stories on this phenomenon back in the 1980s, adding a layer of credibility to what many had dismissed as mere superstition. Firefighters and homeowners alike have reported finding these paintings unscathed in the aftermath of devastating fires, further mystifying the public and experts. While skeptics have offered various explanations, ranging from the materials of the painting being fire-resistant to mere coincidence, none have definitively debunked the legend. Today, the Crying Boy paintings continue to be a subject of numerous online forums, documentaries, and investigations. Some people even claim to own one, but keep it stored safely away, not willing to test the curse themselves. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, the tale of the Crying Boy serves as a compelling testament to the enduring power of legends and the unexplained.
Hang on, you should double-check to make sure you liked the video and subscribe to the channel. Else maybe next time you'll pull the death card at your tarot reading.